Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe. Oh, no. What is that smell?
I did that for the episode. It's fish.
No, don't care. Shower, now. I'll finish the intro myself. Together, we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
I just thought that...
No, shower, now. And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole dirty episode.
We try and make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you too.
Ugh, you make me laugh every day.
Aw, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm sore.
Aw.
I have to tell the Misfits what happened.
Well, we'll just leave it as you fell down and went boom.
And I have some bruised ribs and it hurts. So laughing's going to be real fun.
Oh, I'll try not to make you laugh.
Oh, no.
I'll be deadly serious.
Deadly serious. Oh, what is the episode we're doing this week?
The one with Joey's dirty day.
What's the IMDb plot?
Joey arrives on set of his latest movie,
you can
Unwashed.
make me laugh. It's okay.
All right, Joey arrives on the set of his latest movie, Unwashed, after a 3-day fishing trip with his dad.
Ugh.
Rachel sets up Ross with the niece of her boss, and Chandler goes through 3 phases to help recover from Kathy cheating on him.
Oh, technically she was... Anyway.
They were on a break.
Our episode director is returning, Peter Boner.
Peter B.
So Peter also directed a TV show called Movie Stars,
Okay.
starring Harry Hamlin.
Oh, he's
and
awesome.
Jennifer Grant, who you remember as Nina on Chandler's team that he had to fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the series only had 21 episodes, but the premise is the life of a Hollywood couple raising their family in Malibu. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Our episode writer is also returning, Will Calhoun.
Oh, Calhoun. His name is fun to say.
He'll be back for a few more episodes this season, and then again in 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, he dabbled as an actor prior to writing and producing.
Nice.
He was in 2 episodes of MacGyver in 1990.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Which episodes? Because I have those memorized. I never watched MacGyver.
What was our original air date?
The original air date was February 5th, 1998.
Mm-hmm.
That week, there were 2 new movies in the top 10. The Replacement Killers, starring Chow Yun-fat and Mira Sorvino and Michael Rooker.
Okay.
Which I know we saw, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I don't either, because Chow Yun-fat was real, big back then, in that time frame, remember? He was in a bunch of movies that we saw.
Oh, he was like a big name actor.
Yeah.
Not large. I was like, during that time, he was really Steven Seagal. But I'm with you now. Yes, he was very big. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was the big one, but, what was the name of the one that I really liked?
Is that right?
Hard Boiled.
Hard Boiled, that's right.
That's the John Woo movie that I liked
Yeah.
so much. We need to get that off the DVD shelf and watch that.
What else came out?
And we had a sequel to a classic film that I grew up with, but I skipped the sequel and have never seen it. Blues Brothers 2000.
Yep, never saw it.
No, I love the Blues Brothers.
Yes. And we got to see him when we went to Universal Studios,
Yeah.
Remember? That was really cute.
Yeah, we were just walking around and the Bluesmobile came around the corner. I was like, oh my God.
That and Homer Simpson, remember?
Yeah.
Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right, this is the second episode this season with the word dirty in the title. And it wasn't at all sexual both times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. They're both dirty.
Right.
They're both just
dirty.
gross.
Gross. This episode marks the first appearance of Helen Baxendale as Emily Waltham.
Loathsome.
At the same time, Helen was appearing in Friends. She was also playing Rachel Bradley in the British comedy drama Cold Feet, which also centered around 6 people, 3 men, 3 women, and their lives.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
While Chandler and the girls are at the strip club, you can see a guy that looks like Mr. Zellner
Really?
in the background, who later appears in season 5 as Rachel's boss at Ralph Lauren.
Right.
I think you need to check it out and tell me if you think it's him, too.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Do you want me to pause it now and do that?
Sure, we can. All right, what's your verdict?
I don't know. I think it's close.
It's
It kind of
very
looks like him in the one shot.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah.
none of them are in the credits. None
Right.
of the strippers are even in the credits.
Aw, that's mean.
Yeah.
All right, so Chandler describes Phase 4 as just wanting to have sex with strippers and his friends. But then within the next few episodes, he ends up having sex with Monica, one of his friends.
Aw.
And then Charlton Heston and Tate Donovan previously appeared together as voice actors in the animated feater Hercules in 1997.
Nice.
So I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I
too.
forgot Joshua was Hercules.
Yeah. So what were your episode reactions?
This one is fun. I really like the bait and switch from Joshua to Emily. Heston is used in a funny way, and the girls taking Chandler to a strip club is much more embarrassing for him than it would be for me, I think. But
We just watched
Yeah.
that scene. I said, you think that them touching the strippers would have turned him on?
he's too embarrassed by the whole
It's
thing.
crazy. This is a solid episode. Lots of funny lines. Out of context, Joey saying Charlton Heston stinks. It's a really funny line. I crack up. Emily is a whirlwind. The strip club is funny. It's a solid, good shenanigan-filled episode.
Yeah, lots of shenanigans.
You ready to do some favorites?
Sure. All
right.
Joe, what's your favorite line?
All right. I said I really like a lot in this episode.
Yeah.
Especially Joshua when he goes, "You're into hardcore S&M, right?" Coming from him, it's just really funny.
Right. He does not look like a man who enjoys his S&M very much.
No, but I'm gonna have to go with Joey. Picking on Charlton Heston when he goes, he smells like he went on a 3-day fishing trip and then ate some licorice.
That was pretty funny.
I just think that's funny. I also think Charlton Heston eating a licorice whip is funny.
Right.
Like, he looks like he's never fucking had a licorice whip
Right.
in his life.
He was like, what the hell is this?
Just put it in your mouth and bite.
He made him put a beef jerky in there for him.
Paint it red. What's your favorite?
More close calls this week, but I ended up with Emily saying, apparently to you people, I look like someone who's got a balloon full of cocaine stuffed up their bum.
That is funny.
She's so indignant. But like I said, there's a couple really, really good
I
ones. It was
know.
a hard choice.
It was,
so
yeah.
we'll talk about them when they come up. But
All right, favorite moment.
Mm-hmm.
I like when Phoebe yells at Chandler to go see naked girls and dance around with them. And he starts crying. He goes, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm going with when Ross is eating the cracker, waiting for Rachel to ask him to take Emily to the opera, and then goes, no.
It's like he was like enjoying that or something.
Yeah, he just cuts to him, and he's just waiting for her to work her way over to him.
All right. Favorite outfit. I gotta go with Chandler's dual sweatpants, and even though I don't like them, khakis.
Right.
It's funny stuff. It's like you don't expect him to whip off his
Right.
pants and have those sweatpants on. It's
Right.
really funny.
Yeah, you don't expect more pants under pants. It's like in the old movies when they took off their dress and had a smaller dress on underneath because they weren't allowed to show anything.
Right. All right, what about you?
So I'm in a tight spot this week. I don't want to just be that guy that picks Candy's outfit, who is the stripper dressed like a fighter pilot that Phoebe likes, but here we are.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I liked Rachel's outfit when she in the beginning with Joshua,
Yeah.
but it's a very, it's just
Work
a
outfit.
skirt. And,
Yeah. All right, themes we explored in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Theme 1, shower before you memorize your lines.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Theme 2, wearing sweatpants under your pants. Genius. Also, maybe a little too warm.
Yeah.
But
Theme 3, do dry shoes really make that much of a difference?
They can make a difference.
She was on fire.
And theme 4, phase 3.
All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode.
Okay. You're in this picture.
Yeah. I'm one of the cops that won't work with you because you're a loose cannon. Anyway, look, I'm really sorry, but I stink.
Joey, right?
Yeah.
Joey, first take this towel and cover your shame. Come sit. Every actor, one time or another, not in my lap, I'm not Elliot Gould.
Sorry.
Every actor thinks he stinks. Even Laurence Olivier sometimes thought he stank. Bob Redford won't even watch himself. All the apes on Planet of the Apes felt stiff, as if they just could not emote.
Oh, no, you don't understand.
Listen to me!
Oh, yeah.
I don't know one actor worth his salt that didn't say at one time or another, God, I stink. I felt that way through most of the 10 Commandments. I was a mess during Earthquake. Hell, I just did a scene out there. First take, I stunk the place up. It's like Ben-Hur all over again. I had a 20-take average back then. But the important thing that you must remember, no matter how badly you think you might stink, you must never, ever bust into my dressing room and use my shower.
Yes, sir. I'm...
Wait a minute. Take your pants. Here, have a free gun.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
So we start the cold open at Joey and Chandler.
Yes.
The gang minus Chandler.
Right.
Joey's sitting at the foosball table and going through his fishing gear, and the girls are quizzing him on the content.
Okay.
So now, what is this? Phoebe asks. Joey looks googly worm. And this? Glow plaque jiggly jammer.
You just tickled yourself for saying the word.
Did. Phoebe says, you make it so funny. And Monica goes, what's this? Joey looks over and goes, oh, a hunk of sandwich from last year.
It's a dead mouse, I think.
Ew, you're rubbing it on your face. So Ross is in the living room pretending he's held a fishing rod before. And Mox, Geller's got one hooked. Ooh, looks like a big one. Yeah, ooh. It's a classic struggle between man and crash.
Crash.
Someone knocked over a lamp, is what he said.
Somebody knocked over a lamp over here. I don't know who.
Joey is not Rachel, and it's not the hideous show lamp, so he says, that's all right. Then he proceeds to tell them why he's so excited about the fishing trip. This year, when my dad gets me out in the middle of the lake and gives me that, so, Joey, what are you doing with your life stuff? I can say, well, I'm doing a movie with Charlton Heston, Dad. What are you doing with your life?
Ooh.
Everyone gets excited. Chandler comes from his bedroom with the birds following. It's like the dogs that follow you everywhere. Chandler says, you don't have to stop having fun just because I'm here. Kathy didn't cheat on all of you. And then he turns to Joey. Well, except you.
Yeah.
And then they hug. Chandler goes into the bathroom and the chick and the duck follow.
Yeah, so then there's some cut lines.
Okay.
Monica says to Rachel, you know, that is so sweet. Those birds have not left his side the whole time. And Rachel goes, yeah, I wish that rooster was dead.
Oh, my God. I'm glad they cut it. That's very harsh.
Well, she was like that through the whole...
Previous episodes, yeah. So Monica points out that she does not think he should leave Chandler alone. I mean, it's only been 2 days since he broke up with Kathy. Maybe he can go fishing next week.
Aww.
Joey goes, look, there's nothing I can do for him right now. He's still in his sweatpants. That's still phase 1, you know? I'll be back for phase 2. I would never miss phase 2.
Phase 2.
Monica goes, what's phase 2? Joey points out the obvious. Getting drunk and going to a strip club.
Duh, phase 2.
Rachel asks, how does going to a strip club help make him better? Ross goes, duh, because there are naked ladies there.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Joey finishes with, which helps get to phase 3. Picturing yourself with other women. Ross adds, there's naked ladies there, too.
Yeah.
Chandler then exits the bathroom, shooing the birds, shouting, would you give me one moment, please?
Just like I am with the dogs who
Right.
follow me around.
They do. They follow you into the bathroom. You're like, what do you expect of me?
All right, so now we're back at Bloomingdale's. Rachel is still dressing Joshua, despite him having said goodbye last week
I know,
and
that
it
was
being
weird.
nowhere near bathing suit season yet. They could have at least shown her with one other person buying clothes. That would have been...
Yeah, make another customer.
Right. But Joshua is asking clothes questions, and Rachel's like, sure, whatever. But really, she's honing most of her attention on Tate's tush. That girl is all about the ass.
She is.
Then Josh remembers that he needs gloves. Brown leather dress gloves. The fellas at the club are going fox hunting with their hounds over the weekend, I guess.
Okay, so you're telling me this guy can't walk out onto the floor and pick up a pair of gloves?
Yes.
At this point, I think that he is just going back for Rachel.
Okay.
You know? I think
Right.
at the first, he was probably like, I need clothes quick.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get a whole wardrobe in
Right.
an afternoon. I need somebody to help me do that. And at this point, he's just kind of, Rachel's cute and I need gloves. Rachel takes a look at his mitts and is like, well, you're about this is large and this one. And Joshua knows his hands are the same size, so he ventures also large. And she's like, okay, 2 larges coming up. I'm surprised she didn't do the hand thumb thing,
The large, yeah.
the little measurement.
Oh, yeah.
But Josh says okay, and he heads into the dressing room as Mr. Waltham comes from his office asking, Rachel, could I have a moment? I'm sorry, I can't not do that.
He does have the funniest British voice.
And Rachel acquiesces, and Mr. Waltham was wondering, my niece, you see, is in town from London. Well, Shropshire, really, but So, we'll note here, Shropshire is about 2.5 hours away from London by train, but
I think the one person that listens to the podcast is from Shropshire.
Oh, yeah?
I think we talked about that before.
Oh, did we?
I think so. Somehow Shropshire came up.
Stop making me say Shropshire. It's going to go wacky in a few minutes. Anyway, Mr. Waltham guesses that his niece is about Rachel's age, he'd say. Anyway, I have tickets for the opera, Die Fledermaus, and I was wondering if you'd like to keep a company this evening. For anybody out there who doesn't know, Die Fledermaus translates to the bat. It's the opera that Bruce Wayne's parents took him to see in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. In the comics, it was just Zorro, but, Nolan had to make it all fancy.
It does make a lot more sense that it's Die Fledermaus.
Die Fledermaus.
That's right.
The Fledermaus. The flying mouse. I don't know. But Rachel is like, sure, you got it. Great. Absolutely. My calendar is free tonight. Me, the Fledermaus. Great. And Mr. W starts to thank her as Joshua re-enters. And Rachel points to Joshua, and Mr. M starts thanking them both like the dry British madman he is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And then when he walks away, Joshua says, so, and he holds out his mitts. And Rachel looks at him in his large boy hands, and she puts her hands in his and asks, so? And there's an awkward moment there where Rachel smiles all Twitter-pated at him before he reminds her, gloves? And that word gloves just snaps Rachel right back into reality. She's like, right, sorry, I'll be right back. And then Joshua announces, actually, you know what, never mind. You should have just done it while I was in there. I have to take off. But I was curious, do you have any plans for tonight? And Rachel spits out a super excited, no, nothing.
No.
So does her brain just switch off when Joshua's butt is around?
Probably.
Why does she not remember?
Because she's giddy with him. You just said.
And Joshua explains, but I like that there's a little typo here that says Joshua sexplains.
Oh, my.
I invested in this nightclub. That's an Adam flag.
What's an Adam flag?
An Adam flag is kind of like a red flag, but not everybody would think it's a red flag.
Yeah.
I think being a co-owner in a club is...
In New York,
It's
yeah.
kind of a red flag,
Yeah.
but that's me. That's not everybody's going to think that. Anyway, it's opening tonight. Would you like to come? And Rachel repeats what she just said to Mr. W. Yeah, that would be great. And Joshua then, with a wry smile, says, you're into hardcore S&M, right?
I like, she goes, whoa.
Rachel's big smile fades a bit and her eyes start blinking. She doesn't want to say no. So she kind of blathers, well, I guess. But Josh lets her off the hook going, kidding. She gives an uncomfortable whew, and she mock wipes her brow. Ooh-ah continues. He's going to get there early, but he'll put her on the VIP list and then urges her, look for me.
Oh.
Yeah. And Rachel agrees, relieved. Yeah, great, you betcha. She's finally going to get to caress that tushy. Then Mr. Waltham comes back in from his office. He almost forgot to give her the tickets, didn't he? And Rachel's like, what are you going on about? And Mr. Waltham reminds her, for you and Emily, tonight, Die Fledermaus. And Rachel's like, are you taking a piss? Mr. Waltham thinks she'll like it. It has 2 out of the 3 tenors.
Oh, wow.
And Rachel's like, that's always the way, isn't it? And then she pulls a sour face. That's right, buckle in because we're going to have some maladjusted fun with proper English over the second half of season 4 coming up.
Just you, not me.
Oh, you're going to fall.
I can't fake a British
You're
accent.
going to fall, though.
All right, we're back at Joey and Chandler's. Ross, Phoebe, Mon, and Chandler. Chandler is in his Barca lounger, throwing cards. The 3 are all gathered around Chandler, who has lamented, I can't believe Kathy did this to me. I really thought she was the one. I'll tell you what, from now on, I'm never getting out of this chair, ever, okay? From now on, this chair is the one. You want to hear what else? My sweatpants.
My sweatpants and my chair are the one. And this lamp is the one.
Ross tries to rally Chandler and says, come on, man, just take off the sweats, okay? Just take them off and we'll have some fun.
I really like that line, too.
I know. Everyone looks sideways at Ross, who realizes what he just said.
Yeah, and there's a cut line.
Oh.
Phoebe says, wow, I can't resist that line. Then she adds, that's why I never wear sweatpants.
Oh, my God. Joey enters with a hey, hey, and everyone greets him. Ross asks, catch any big fish? Phoebe, Ross, and Monica all walk over towards him. Joey says, oh my God, you guys have no idea. Then they all recoil from the smell emanating from him. Oh my God, wow.
He looks so greasy and gross.
So nasty.
I don't know what's on his coat, but that even looks gross.
And he goes to the audition in the same clothes.
I know.
Monica bluntly says, you stink. And Ross adds, are you kidding?
Are you kidding?
Joey posits, 3 days on the lake without a shower. Plus, I fell in that big tub of worms at the bait stand. And then he asks how Chandler's doing.
I like that Joey has a 5 o'clock shadow, but he's Italian. It's been 3 days. He should have a whole beard now.
So Ross points out that he hasn't gotten out of the chair in 2 days.
Oh.
Joey goes over to Chandler and bends down. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Chandler jumps out of the chair gagging, heading to his room.
Yep.
So Joey shrugs and goes, hey, see that? He just needed his pal to come home. All right, I've got to memorize my lines as he heads to his bedroom. Me and Charlton Heston, bright and early tomorrow morning. Yeah! So in all honesty, who in their right mind memorizes lines or not would not shower first?
I would need to go straight into the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm realizing that now as I talk to other people. I'm thinking I'm a little bit on the OCD.
With cleaning in the shower? Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're OCD, but you don't feel comfortable until you've taken a shower.
Yeah, but
especially if you sweat all day.
I'll do a bunch of yard work, take a shower in the afternoon, spend the rest of the afternoon, and then I'm like, well, I got to take a little shower before I go to bed.
Now that one is a little, no. I think you just like to be refreshed before you go to bed. So Rachel enters with a hey, and Ross greets her with her hey. Rachel says a little more sadly, hey, Monica. To which Monica answers, uh-oh, what's the matter?
Oh, no.
Rachel starts to lament, oh, it's Joshua. He invited me to this fancy club opening tonight, but I already told Mr. Waltham that I would take his niece to this dumb old opera. So what are you going to do?
Well, I'll go with her tonight, honey. That's what she was hoping when she was practicing. Yep. She was hoping, I'll go to it with her.
I'll go, so you can. Monica goes, I don't know, sweetie. Rachel cries, no, help me.
No.
Monica points out she can't. She has to work. And Rachel turns to Phoebe for help, but she points out that she gets her morning sickness in the evening. And Rachel groans,
So Phoebe.
I know, right? Phoebe then suggests, unless she wants to spend the night holding my hair back for me. Gross.
Nah.
Rach whines some more. Oh, gosh, you guys, come on. I have to meet Joshua. This is my one chance for him to see the fun, Rachel. You know, wouldn't it be great if she was my wife, Rachel?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, all right. Are Joey and Chandler back? Monica says, no, Chandler's still in phase 1, and Joey's that thing you smell. Rachel goes, oh. Then she realizes Ross is in the room.
Yeah.
He says, hi, while nibbling on a saltine. Rachel says, So he goes, no.
No. Mm-mm.
Rachel gets mad and goes, oh, come on. There's a knock at the door. Monica says, I think she's here. Rachel says, Ma, no, wait, Ross, please. Ross lays it all out. So, you want me to take some girl I've never met to the opera so you can go to a club and flirt with some guy? That is a toughie. Monica looks through the peephole and says, ooh, she's looking down the hall. Ooh, she looks right at me. Oh, wait, you can't see people through this little hole, can you? And goes back to the door and goes, hello, through the peephole. And then the woman yells, hello. And Monica goes, ah! Rachel yells toward the door, I'll be right there. And then to Ross, okay, Ross, please, come on. I thought we had moved on. I thought we'd gotten to a place where we could be happy for each other. I mean, was that just me?
So I really wish somebody would have been recording that and they could just play that back for her every time she wanted to go to wreck a wedding or get involved with Ross in any way.
I think Mona's the only one she doesn't really give a.
Yeah.
She doesn't try and break them up.
Well, that's because she's already pregnant.
That's
so
true.
She's kind of got...
I got my claws into him.
Right.
So Ross, ever the wuss, says, all right, I'll do it. Rachel's so happy, says, well, thank you. Monica opens the door and Rachel says, Emily? And Emily says, yes. And Rachel introduces herself and Emily is relieved. Thank goodness. Rachel then tells her, there's been a teeny tiny change of plans. Turns out I'm not free tonight. So, and then Emily snaps.
So I think she flew into New York.
Yeah.
And then got here early and she couldn't get
cocaine
into where
up her
she was
bum.
staying. Yeah. She got frisked and then she didn't do anything all day.
Oh, yeah. Like when we got to Iceland and had to sit for 5 hours waiting for our hotel room.
Right.
After we had flown for like 8 hours.
Exactamundo.
Yeah, okay, I could see. She goes, really? Well, that's just lovely, isn't it? I've missed your call even though I didn't leave my flat all day.
Flat.
Rachel tries to explain, oh, well, no. And then Emily continues on her rampage of passive aggressiveness. Oh, no, that's not rude. It's perfectly in keeping with a trip. I've already been run down by one of your wiener carts. I've been strip searched at John F. Kennedy Airport. Apparently to you people, I look like someone who's got a balloon full of cocaine stuffed up their bum.
So, as somebody who's never bought cocaine, can you be like, I want one that's not been in a balloon inside somebody? Can I have one that's just a regular one?
A non-bum balloon of cocaine. Right. So I like this line too. Monica stutters, I think you look great. Yeah. Emily pissed says, good night. It was very nice to meet you. And storms out. There's a dramatic pause because it was a little aggressive. But
Right.
Rachel breaks his silence with, I'll go get her. Ross says, please hurry.
Right. He was all in right away. He was like,
She sounds fun.
She's pissed. She's wet. She's English. Check.
So Phoebe gleefully says, don't you just love the way they talk?
Yeah. I like that she never says words. She just goes,
She's like me, because she doesn't even know how to start an English accent.
You've done an English accent before. You've read all the Harry Potter books in English accents.
That's true.
All right, so now we're at Chandler and Joey's. It's Phoebe and Monica are hanging out and eating or whatever. But Phoebe goes, oh, all excited. And Monica asks what? And Phoebe thinks, it kicked. I think the baby kicked. And Monica goes, oh my. But no, wait. Phoebe was mistaken. The elastic on her underwear busted.
I think they're hanging out there because they don't want to leave Chandler alone.
Right.
They don't want him to be alone.
I was assuming by this week she's given up on them hanging in the other apartment.
Right.
She just started restocking the fridge here and just goes about her regular routine.
I'm still going to be the hostess in someone else's apartment.
Right. So Joey rips open his bedroom door going, oh my God, I overslept. I was supposed to be on the set a half an hour ago.
Oh my God.
I gotta get out of here. And Monica chides him as much as anyone within a working olfactory system would. Joey, you cannot go like that. You stink. And Joey explains in panic, I know, I fell asleep before I could shower. Again, no way. Would not be able to do it. I would have been up the whole night before out in the woods being like, I have to fucking shower as soon as I get home tomorrow.
Okay, maybe you are a little OCD.
He's like, it's just 10 blocks away. If I run, I can make it. And Monica sarcastically suggests, yeah, run 10 blocks. That'll help the smell. Joey opens the door and nearly mows Rachel over, who tells him, hey, whoa, slow down. And then she catches the aroma of 3-day Tribbiani seasoned with fish and worms and adds, nope, keep moving, wow. I feel like the smell is in my mouth. Monica asks Rachel, so how'd it go with Joshua last night? And Rachel didn't see Joshua last night, but she did punch a girl in the face. And the gals want to know what and why. And Rachel explains that the whole night was horrible. It was pouring down rain, and when I got there was no Rachel Green on the list, but there was a Rachel Greep. Phoebe senses an opportunity and asks, oh, did you get to meet her? Rachel's like, no, Praggers, there is no Rachel Greep. But then this other girl overheard us, and she was like, I'm Rachel Greep. I don't know why he's an alien. And he let her right in. And Monica asks, so you hit the Greep in the face? And Rachel admits, no, she was already in, but then this big bitch behind me tried to steal my umbrella, so I clocked her.
This is a far cry from when she got beat up at the airport waiting for Paula.
Right. It only takes a couple times before you're like, fuck this. Then she reverts back to whining. Oh, all I wanted was a few hours outside of work to see Joshua, so he could go ahead and start falling in love with me. And while she's saying all that, she falls into Chandler's The One, the Barcalounger, feeling all sorry for herself. And Phoebe goes to her and begins rubbing her head, and she goes, aw, Phoebes. And Rachel looks a little put off before saying, dumbass, it's your name. That's short for Phoebe? Phoebe asks before continuing. I thought that's what we just called each other.
Oh my God.
So you haven't said it in 4 years. But you thought that's what you all called each other.
That's their pet name for each other.
See, she's messing with them. Chandler emerges from his bedroom, and Monica notes of Chandler, you're wearing pants! And Chandler tentatively declares, that's right, we're the guys. I'm ready to get drunk and see some strippers. And Monica explains, it's 9:30 in the morning. And Chandler reveals, they got a breakfast buffet.
Oh, that can't be good.
Food or strippers?
Both. Remember on The Office when Daryl wouldn't take Dwight to see strippers? He goes, that's something you can't unsee.
The women at a strip club at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
You can't unsee that. Then the phone rings and Monica answers it with a hello, then oh, hey, Ross. Chandler wants to talk to Ross, and Monica OMGs, and Chandler starts to ask, well, can I just... And Monica shushes him before saying, wait, what? Into the phone. And Chandler complains, she's shushing me. It's my phone and she's shushing me. And then Phoebe shushes Chandler, asking Monica, please, what's he saying? You can't shush a guy in phase 2.
Aww.
I mean...
Is that a rule?
Well, that's part of the phases.
Oh.
There's a whole checklist that comes in the packet about the phases when you're done. It's got phase 1, phase... And then there's A, B, and C under each one.
And you can't shush
You can't shush somebody that's in phase 2. You're just going to send them right back to phase 1. But Monica relays that Ross is with Emily at a bed and breakfast in Vermont. And Phoebe OMGs. And then Rachel asks, what? Who the fuck is Emily? And then it hits her. No! And it's one of my favorite of her no's.
Yeah.
This no.
No.
Oh, shit. Then they fade out for a commercial break because they play the little jazzy guitar sounds. But I'm continuing right on because 0 time has passed. Rachel queries, they're in Vermont. How could this happen? And she slaps Chandler on the arm.
Ow!
Rachel queries further, how? How did he end up in Vermont with that awful witch? And then she hits Chandler again.
Maybe she doesn't hit him all the time.
Right. That's what Chandler hypothesizes. And Rachel gives him an annoyed look. And we cut to Ross's side of the convo in Vermont. And Ross is explaining, when we first met her, she was soaking. Her feet were so wet. Who wouldn't be miserable? I'm telling you, once I got her into a dry pair of shoes, she was a totally different person. I didn't see her feet.
No.
I don't know what kind of shoes she was wearing.
She looked like she had little booties on, if I recall.
But if they were boots that were soaked through, I can see getting a little peeved.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking up for Emily. I know there's people who hate Emily out there.
I don't hate her. She's
I
just
don't
a
hate
little
her.
intense.
She's a little intense. She's fun here, though.
Yeah.
And then Emily rushes into the room all excited, and she's like, Ross, come quickly. There's a deer just outside eating fruit from the orchard. And Ross conveys over the phone, I gotta go. There's a deer just outside eating fruit from the orchard. And Ross throws that phone down and goes to video those deer with his own glasses.
Oh my gosh.
Back now with the gang, Monica explains he had to go. There's a deer just outside eating fruit from the orchard.
3 times that line was said.
And that was almost my favorite line because I like that it said those 3 different
ways.
I love Monica's last one of,
Yeah.
there's a deer just outside eating fruit from the orchard. Rachel is put out. I don't get this. She was horrible. And she hits Chandler again. Chandler points at the living area and says, okay, I'm going to go stand over there. You can't hit a guy in phase 2 either.
Jeez, you can't shush him. You can't hit him.
So Monica poses a quandary. Hey, Rach, why do you care so much anyway? And Rachel doesn't care. She's just upset that she's getting nowhere with Joshua. And you know, what? Who meets someone and then goes flitting off to Vermont? So Monica points out that when Rachel first met Barry, you flitted off to Vale. And Rachel whines, oh, would you just for once not remember every little thing? Yeah, I feel like, Joe, you don't like when I point this out to you either. I think you've said that to me before. Chandler asks...
I don't think anyone likes that, especially people in phase 2.
Yeah. What phase are you in? Chandler asks when Ross is getting back. A couple of days, Monica tells him, and Chandler expresses that he knew something like this was going to happen. And then he just removes his khakis, revealing that he was still clad in sweatpants all along. Monica questions him, what are you doing? You can't just go back a phase. And Chandler delineates, yes, you can. You're thinking about time. You can't go back in time.
I like that line, too.
Yes. And Phoebe asks him, why don't you just do your phase 2 strip club thing with us? And Monica agrees, saying, well, we can be guys. And Chandler laughs, no, you can't. And Phoebe begs, come on, let us be guys. Maybe we want to be guys. Pregnant guys in overalls. And Chandler shakes it off. You don't want to be guys. You'd be all hairy and you wouldn't live as long. And he starts to head to his bedroom. But then Phoebe goes full drill instructor for a minute, going, you stop being such a wuss and get those off. You come with us and you watch naked girls dance around. And Chandler submits with an okay before starting to cry. And seeing how upset he is, Phoebe says, I'm sorry. And she goes and gives him a hug. You can't slap and yell guys in phase 1 or 2.
Do better, ladies.
Do better, ladies. Be a cut above.
We're at Silvercup Studios, which, according to where they live, geographically, it's further than 10 blocks.
Oh, is it near Shropshire?
Apparently. So Joey rushes in and says to the AD, hey, Joey Tribbiani, I'm here. The AD tells him to calm down. We got time. We're running a little late. Just then, Charlton Heston walks out of the dressing room and goes to the craft table and starts eating a licorice whip. Again, he looks like he never once put a piece of licorice in his false teeth mouth.
Oh.
Joey laughs and says, look at that, Charlton Heston eating a licorice whip. The AD goes, yeah, he loves them. I've never seen him with... He gets a whiff of Joey and starts smelling around. Joey, trying to play it off, goes, whoa, yeah, what the hell is that? What smells so bad? And the AD goes, you? He stole Chandler's line.
Yeah, it's a little rehash of the what's that noise you joke from last week, but that's okay. We'll let it go.
I like how he says it, though.
Yeah, he's the AD does a good job.
Joey's still trying to pass it off. He goes, I can see why you think that, but actually, you know who I think it is? The AD goes, you? Joey goes, no, it's a Heston. AD goes, what? And Joey points out, yeah, the man reeks. Smells like he went on a 3-day fishing trip and then ate some licorice.
Oh.
That would be so gross.
That's what I like to do in my free time.
The AD says, there's no way he smells. He's the only one around here with a shower in his dressing room. Joey perks up and goes, shower? Really? Which room might that be? The AD goes, the one with Heston on it.
Detective.
Joey goes, interesting. And does a little smell the fart acting there. Yeah.
A fart would probably be a relief right there.
Exactly. That's what the AD's thinking.
Ugh, somebody fart so I can stop smelling this for a second. All right, now we're at a strip club near Times Square, if the establishing shots have anything to do with it. As we come to the scene, there's a lady in a white negligee stripping, and she playfully swings her sheer white robe at the camera, but we cut to Chandler, who's getting hit with a red silk thing by a different lady. Delusion of continuity. Monica is returning from the bar with a wad of bills and sits next to Chandler while stating, "Okay, I've got some ones. You want to put them in her panties?" And Chandler snaps, "No, thanks, Mom."
That's not your favorite line?
You're the best mom ever.
Porn, strip clubs.
No wonder he married her. So a bald guy, played by Rocky McMurray, sits down next to Phoebe and lights up a cigarette. He's still working today.
Yeah, I did look him up. He is.
Phoebe frantically starts talking to Rocky. That you have to put that out because I'm pregnant. And Rocky has the amount of sympathy one might expect from a stripper patron in the afternoon, suggesting that maybe you and your baby should go to a different strip club. And then Phoebe openly mocks him by laughing. "Oh, it's not my baby. Oh."
That's so funny. Because he's like, what?
Right. And that did it. He got the hell right out of there after that. The nice lady finishes dancing and everybody claps.
She's topless. It's very risque for primetime TV.
Right. She's got her back to the camera. And that was almost my favorite outfit.
Oh my God. You're OCD clean, but you are such a dirty mind. People are like, "Why, Joe? Why?"
I've never been to a strip club.
Truth. I've been with him for 30 years. He's never left my side.
Okay, so Monica tells the lady very good as she slides the cash into the dancer's hot pants. And she says, "So good."
Aww.
And Phoebe joins Monica saying, "Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Very exotic."
See, that would be cute. I think Chandler would get into that.
Right. So as Rachel returns from the payphone at the strip club, yuck, the stripper lady bends to pick her now silver piece of clothing off the runway, and you can see that she already has a top on. That fast.
Yeah.
She stands up, starts to walk away, goes back, and she's already got a top on. Rachel gets us caught up on her plot points. Checked our messages. Joshua didn't call. You'd think he'd be worried about me not showing up at his club. It's not like people just don't do things sometimes. And you know what makes it worse? Ross is all happy in Vermont. So we cut to a wide shot showing the next woman, the next dancing woman, as Phoebe argues, "Come on, look where you are." Monica stops a waitress in red asking, "When do you get another round of daiquiris?" And Phoebe reminds the waitress, "Virgin for me, please." And Monica reminds her too, "And don't let me leave without getting the name of that carpet guy."
And then there's cut lines. Chandler goes, "Ah!" Rachel goes, "Oh, and Sharon, you know what? You might want to," and she motions for her to close up her blouse. And she does.
They don't know how to strip club very well. Chandler moans, "Oh, come on. What? I'm just going to go home and call Kathy." And Phoebe just kind of shrugs and goes, "If you think it'll help." And Chandler starts a little diatribe. "No, that was a test. In a couple hours, I'm going to get really drunk, and I'm going to want to call Kathy. You guys are going to have to stop me. After that, I'm going to get so drunk, I'm going to want to call Janice."
"Oh, you should. How is she?"
Oh, Phoebe encourages. Chandler garbles, "Ah!" And then Monica suggests, "I think somebody needs another lap dance." Chandler blows his brains out as Monica beckons over, and this is who I think is Candy, because Phoebes later describes someone dressed as a fighter pilot. This looks a little fighter pilot-ish.
Okay.
I would not be upset if Monica had that girl give me a...
Okay, Mr. Never Been to a Strip Club.
All right, the reality of strip clubs make me sad.
All right, we're back at the Silver Cup Studios. Joey is taking a shower in Charlton Heston's dressing room.
Why are they always getting Joey naked in the shower?
To offset the strippers. Tit for tat.
Oh, maybe it was Sweep Sweep.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You know,
Naked people.
Do they still have sweeps weeks? I don't know.
I don't know either.
So back in the day, they used to have sweeps weeks where
they would like have these supersized episodes.
Right, to kind of get you to watch TV, and
Yeah.
that's when the TV shows would get the big ratings and get renewed and stuff.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know if they even do that anymore.
I don't know. So Heston enters the room and walks over to the shower and confronts Joey about the use of his said shower.
Yeah.
Heston says, "Hello? Who's in there?" He opens the curtain to reveal a naked and wet Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Joey nonchalantly says, "How you doing?"
Instead of, how you doing?
He was afraid he'd get shot.
Yeah, he would have definitely got shot if he would have said.
So Heston asks, "Who the hell are you?" Joey laughs and says, "I guess you wouldn't believe me if I said I was Kirk Douglas, huh?"
Aw.
So Charlton Heston does have a pretty funny line here. "Put some pants on, kids, so I can kick your butt." Joey tries to explain, no, wait, you see, I'm an actor, Joey Tribbiani. I'm doing a scene with you today, and well, I stink. So Heston is shocked and goes, "You're in this picture?"
Oh, no.
Joey assures him, "Yeah, I'm one of the cops that won't work you because you're a loose cannon. Anyway, look, I'm really sorry, but I stink." Heston says, "Joey, right?" And he tosses Joe a towel and motions him for to get out of the shower and sits down on the couch. Then starts the monologue about how every actor, one time or another, and Joey tries to sit down next to him, and Heston goes, "Whoop," and makes him sit somewhere else.
No, I'm not gay.
Every actor thinks he stinks. Even Laurence Olivier at some time thought he stank. Bob Redford won't even watch himself. Joey tries to explain again. This is what I hate about like people like this. They won't even let you go, "No, I was on a 3-day fishing trip and I physically stunk.
Right.
And you wouldn't want to be in a scene with me. That's why I borrowed your shower."
Right.
Instead, they are like, no.
Well, I can't tell if he's just pretending he doesn't understand
Oh.
so that he can build up to never use my
Maybe.
shower,
Yeah.
or if he just doesn't. I don't know. I can't tell.
You can't tell the direction they've given him. So Joey gives up and says, "Oh, yeah. Charlton Heston says, "I don't know one actor worth his salt that didn't say at one time or another, 'God, I stink.' Hell, I just did a scene out there. First take, I stunk up the place. But the important thing, you must remember, no matter how badly you think you might stink, you must never, ever bust into my dressing room and use my shower. Do you understand me?"
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starts to leave, and Heston says, "Wait a minute. Take your pants." Joey goes, "Oh, yeah."
And then there's some cut lines right at the end of the scene. Joey says, "I'm sorry," a couple more times, but after he leaves, Charlton Heston kind of laughs and goes, "What a business."
Aw, that would have been funny. Otherwise, he seems like just a jerk.
Well, I mean, if I was a big actor, and if I was a medium range actor, and I went back to my dressing room and there's some other dude in my shower, I'd be like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here."
I need to take a shower.
I was sweaty out there. There's all those lights. All right. So now we're at Chandler and Joey's. Chandler and the ladies are returning from their strip club escapades.
Are you going to be okay doing this scene? Should I do it? Can you control yourself?
You would not control yourself.
What?
Monica asks, "We did okay at the strip club, right?" And then Chandler gets all sarcasm-y. Yeah, that was great. Thanks to you, the hottest waitress there is quitting to teach the 3rd grade. Good for her. Of course, if I had to choose between stripping and teaching 3rd grade, I don't know.
That would be really hard to decide, especially now.
Yeah. Well, definitely not now.
Right.
Rachel wants to catch us up on the phone exploitations of the boy she likes. So she's like, "Has he called? Why hasn't he called? He said he was called. She's as bad as fucking Joanna." May God rest her soul. Phoebe is like, "Who? Josh?" And Rachel corrects her, "It's Joshua." And Monica asks, "What, he doesn't like Josh?" And Rachel clarifies, "No, I don't. Josh was the college douche that stole all my stuff." And Chandler decides, "I'm going to go put my sweats back on."
Aww.
And Phoebe wants him to wait, telling him, You were right. We aren't good at being guys. But you know why? Because we're girls.
Yeah.
And do you know what girls are really good at?" And Chandler guesses, "Stripping!" "No," Phoebe corrects, "listening. Sit." And she pulls him down to his favorite chair. "Maybe it would help if you just talk." And the girls surround him. And Rachel urges, yeah, come on. What's going on in there? And she pats his chest. And Monica encourages, if you want to cry, that's okay. And Chandler gives them a reality check. Okay, look, I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Chandler admits defeat. We tried, but phase 3 is a lost cause. Those strippers were insanely hot, and I couldn't picture myself with any of them. And then since they won't let him leave, he just kind of reclines a bit and covers his face. Then the girls give up and stand, and they kind of move to behind Chandler, and Monica comments, they were really pretty, weren't they? And Rachel and Phoebe both agree. And Phoebe claims, I really like the fighter pilot one. And Monica knows her. Oh, Candy, she was so spunky. And Phoebe agrees on the spunky issue. And then Monica says the magic words that catch Chandler's attention. I think if I were going to be with a woman, and Chandler suddenly uncovers his face, it'd be with someone like Michelle. She was just so petite. She does a little hand thing. But Rachel disagrees because for her, it would have to be Chantel. And both Monica and Phoebe both gasp and like, oh, Chantel. Rachel exasperates. Oh my goodness. She had the smoothest skin. I mean, when I stuck that dollar bill in her.
I told you.
G-string and grazed her thigh. And that's all it took. Chandler is up and out of that chair. He's up and shouting, phase 3, I just achieved phase 3. And Monica's shocked, really? And Adam admits, I'm totally picturing you with all those women.
Chandler.
What now?
Chandler admits. You said Adam.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Take 2. And then Adam admits, I'm totally picturing you with all those women.
Oh my God.
And Monica is like, that's not phase 3. And Chandler explains, I'm there too. And Rachel questions, so are we all together, like in a group? And Chandler happily tells them, stop it, you're killing me. I just moved on to phase 4.
What's phase 4?
Chandler explains, that's where I don't want to have any relationships ever. I just want to have sex with strippers and my friends. And the ladies seem quite happy about phase 4. See, I did it. Now, if you want to tell it to me again later.
Oh my God, stop. We're at Central Perk. The girls, Chandler and Joey.
Reginald and Esmeralda are at the perk.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
Chandler leaning into Joey says, come on, let me see that smile. Joey goes, I don't wanna. Chandler goes, please. Joey whines, I wanted to go to the strip club. Chandler goes, I know, but you're gonna have plenty of chances. There are literally thousands of women out there just waiting to screw me over. But that's not true. Joey finally whines, yeah, all right. Ross enters and they greet him with haze. And Phoebe asks, so how was Vermont? Ross is giddy. He says, Emily is incredible. I mean, there are no words to describe it. I mean, the whole weekend was like a dream.
Aww.
Then he sees Rachel coming back from the bathroom and says to her, oh, you, Rach. Rach pretends to be happy, saying, oh, hey. Ross says, hey, you were so right. Rachel asks, what? Ross shares about how what you said about us being in a place where we could finally be happy for each other. Rachel's still trying to hold it together, goes, And Ross says, I mean, I admit I wasn't quite there, you know. I thought of you and that Josh guy. And Rachel corrects him, Joshua. I like how he just keeps talking.
Joshua.
Guy at the club dancing and having a good time, and I thought of kind of, you know, and Rachel goes, yeah, and he goes, but now I'm there. I'm totally there. And I'm finally where you are. Again, Rachel's acting happy. Oh, thank goodness. Ross says, yeah, and thank you for Emily. Oh, no problem. I'm so glad I could help. Happy for you. And she playfully punches him. Ross agrees and says, happy for you. And he playfully punches her back. Rachel, now mad, goes, no, happy for you. And she punches him harder.
And then she kicks him in the shin.
I was waiting for it to escalate.
So now we're at the stinger. We're at Chandler and Joey's, but we are in Chandler's imagination. All the strippers from the club are there with our 3 lady friends. Chandler's giving instructions for how the dream should go. All right, ladies, this is what we're going to do. He points to someone, you're going to take off my clothes. Points to someone else. You 2 go get the oils. Another one he points to, it says, you just constantly scream at the top of your voice, Chandler's the king! Chandler's the king! I've never once thought that you should be shouting, Adam is the king.
No.
That's weird. But Phoebe speaks up, I want to be with her. And this is Candy again, I think. Phoebe says, I like her. And Chandler respects that choice and encourages them all to go with your instincts, go with your instincts. Then Monica asks, wait now, what am I doing again? And Chandler is starting to dream panic. Come on, would you please pay attention? I could wake up at any moment. And at this point, the cigarette guy from the club, Rocky, comes in and says, hi, I'm Joshua. I'm here to pick up Rachel. And Rachel's like, no, that's not Joshua. Don't make me dream be with him. And Chandler says, what do you want from me? I never met the guy. So anyway, Rachel, I'm sorry, you can't stay. And I like that Dream Rachel is upset about having to leave this dream scenario. Chandler continues, but the rest of us have a lot of work to do. And this is when the cigarette guy puts his arm around Chandler and starts to rubbing Chandler's shoulder as the neck. And Chandler asks the guy, what are you doing? And the guy gives him a look that says, come on, don't just miss this. Chandler turns to the ladies. All right, listen, I got to wake up. And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
Cut and print.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. So, Joey, you really need all these weird wiggly things for fishing?
Yep, each one is for a different fish.
So now what's this one?
Googly worm.
And this?
Glow Pop Jiggly Jammer.
How about this one?
Waggle Zimmer Pop.
This one?
Slug Zap Skipper.
This guy.
Here, let me show you all of them. This is Nasdaq Redux. Here is Atukaluna Lana. You got Jeeper Fly Whisk. You got the Bluey Gooby Rucksucks. You got the Ramster Hullabaloo. And a Kitten Wheelie Deluxe.
How about this one? It doesn't look used.
Yeah, that one never works. Don't say anything, but I call it the Chandler Bing. All right, we're back.
So what did you learn from this episode?
I learned that some strippers want to grow up and be elementary school teachers. And others want to go out with guys named Joshua.
I learned that the writers/creators kind of set us up not to like Emily from the get.
Yeah.
They made her kind of like on that edge of...
Right. I think she was always supposed to come in uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Like,
just make everything uncomfortable.
Right. She was supposed to be like a wrench in the works.
Yeah.
Like, not somebody like Paul Rudd, who's just supposed to be like, hi, I'm Paul Rudd, and I'm likable. I can be in a scene or not be in a scene. I don't really care.
He's so likable. What are your final thoughts on this episode?
Do you think it was in Heston's contract that he needed to be carrying his gun?
Yeah, I do. And Joey never does get to go with Chan to the strip club.
No.
Because he goes with Monica in the next couple weeks. And then they're together
and
forever.
They're together forever. He missed his strip club window.
Oh, don't tell him that, though.
I'm sure he still wins.
I'm sure. What is our sweater vest tracker?
Well, the prior count was 0. The episode total was, I think, still 0. So the overall count would be 0.
Do you think we'll go the whole season without a vest?
So let's see. We start speculating, about halfway through last season.
Yeah.
That's about our line.
Okay.
So.
And the seasons change, so maybe.
So what's your guess? Are you going to go with 0?
Know.
Are you thinking a sweater vestless season this early on?
I'm going to say 2.
You're guessing 2.
2. Because there's only 10 more episodes to go. We're on episode 14. There's 24 episodes. So.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to say 2.
2.
What are you going to say?
So I don't want to say 0.
All right.
And I don't want to underbid you with 1. So I guess I'll go with 5.
All right. 5 sweater vests. All right.
Every now and then, like the last season, we had 1 episode. There were like 3.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Could happen. And there was no message this week on the Magna Doodle in the guy's apartment. So, no message.
Okay.
So what's our IMDb rating for this episode?
IMDb rating is 8.1 out of 10 stars with 5,200 ratings.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, 5,200 seems to be the low.
The low end of ratings.
Yeah, that's the number. And then with the really popular episodes, you get like 10,000, 11,000.
Right.
But
so we had a couple listeners write in, and not full reviews, just some of their favorite lines and moments.
Right,
so,
okay.
Amanda W.
Okay.
likes the line, "Put some pants on, kids, so I can kick your butt."
Yeah. That's a very old school guy thing to say.
With the throwing the
Right.
put your pants on. That's
Right.
pretty funny. Favorite moment from Sophie V.
Mm-hmm.
When Stinky Joey comes home and Chandler gags and gets up. See, he just needed his pal to come home.
Oh, I do like that. That's a fun
It's a
moment.
fun moment.
Again, they really hammer home that Joey stinks.
Yeah.
I really believe that he stinks.
Oh, God, yeah. And then last, Ivan T. likes the episode. It's much better than the clip show that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
But his favorite moment is the girls talking to the strippers, convincing them to teach and share their rug shampoos. Funny stuff, especially because it makes Chandler so mad.
Yeah.
When he started the review, I thought it was
Right.
going to be, touching and
Right.
talking about the strippers. But he likes it. They talked to him about regular stuff, and I thought that was cute.
Right. I think it's cute, too.
All right, what is next week's episode?
Next week's is the one with all the rugby.
Red Ross! What's our synopsis?
Chandler moves to Yemen to avoid Janice. Monica flips her switch over an electric switch. And Red Ross plays a little rugby.
That's funny.
It's going to be a good time.
Oh, here it comes. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
Sure.
All right. So what did we watch this week?
We watched Super.
We watched Super with Rainn Wilson and Elliot Page.
Right.
And his wife left him for a drug
This is
dealer.
Rainn Wilson's character.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson's wife, who is played by Liv Tyler,
Right.
left him for a drug dealer, and he becomes a superhero
Right.
to fight crime and kind of get her back. And
Right.
it's weird and funny,
Right.
and then a little uncomfortable.
I think it's a lot uncomfortable in some part, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that. It's uncomfortable in a fun, what's this movie doing kind of way.
Right. So if you haven't seen that,
Yeah.
check that out.
It's James Gunn's first movie.
Yeah.
No, Slither's his first
Slithers
movie.
was the first movie,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Super funny. I mean, Super is funny.
Yes.
But yeah, it's awkward and weird, and Rainn Wilson's good.
And
him.
it does that thing where it's just like the violence is just realistic.
Yep.
So it's just like, him. What he does is he runs up to bad guys in the street, hits him with a wrench, and says, "Shut up, crime."
Yeah, we're not giving anything away because you see it in the trailer. But it's funny.
Yeah.
And then we just been watching Mythbusters and TV, not a
Yeah.
lot of movies this week.
Nope.
Kind of chilling because we had all that contract workers in our house this week with the new HVAC
Yeah.
and the duct cleaning and
A lot going on, so we. Yeah. That was a.
Thank you, Chandler. Are you ready to wrap this up? I need to go put a heating pad on my ribs.
Okay.
All right, we're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it or leave a review.
If you want to contribute your thoughts, like Ivan and Sophie V and Amanda W.
That's right.
You can send us your favorite episode or just send us your
just
thoughts.
your little
Yeah.
thoughts or what you think is the funniest line. Anything.
Yeah, anything. You can always write just to
Yeah,
say hey.
it's
too.
fun to see different names in there.
I know, right? I know.
Come on, we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com.
Or we're hosted on Buzzsprout. If you want to help us with costs, you can visit that page and click the donate button. You can also send us fan mail through Buzzsprout. Lots of ways to talk to us. Any of them, and we'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends. Also, don't forget, we have a store on TeePublic. If you have a friend shirt you've always wanted, send us your idea. We made some for some other people. And they're on sale right now for $15.
Yeah. Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Glow Pop Jiggly Jammer.